Roll call.
Linda Simpson, yeah. I know. Terri Richards, here. Carolyn Johnson, here. Dave Richards.
Here.
Withers, without, Dick Withers and,
Yeah.
Bogart, okay, was and what, forum, we have a forum.
Okay, now we're gonna go into citizen comments.
Yes.
We do have a super majority here tonight, so decisions can be made. We're gonna open this up to citizen comment. Jeremy,
Thank you.
just to let you know, I've been advised by council, we will not respond, we will listen, not respond. We're not gonna get in any more arguments. We're gonna try to keep this simple.
And just to clarify, that's because we can only discuss items that are on the agenda, otherwise that could speak to the some violations. So city council will listen, all speak, and if I'm taking them.
You're gonna have to speak where people can hear you and understand you.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. So this is not to say that the city council doesn't want to listen to you. It just means that they cannot engage with you on items that are not on the agenda for this evening. So if someone speaks about an item for this evening, council can speak to you about that. Otherwise, they will listen to your comments for the next meeting, okay? Thank you.
Where's your agenda posted in?
On the internet, out on the bulletin board,
There's nothing out there on that bulletin.
sure is, I put it there.
When did you put it there?
Fridays,
You need a copy?
there's copies here. Copies posted.
There wasn't anything there this morning, or there wasn't anything there tonight. So I look, and not every person has access to a computer.
Understood, that's why I put it on.
You were there.
Regardless of where it was posted, if you look at the agenda, there's very little on it, other than.
That's why it is a special meeting, ma'am. It's
That's
not a
I
regular schedule.
understand what a special meeting is, I understand what an agenda is, okay? What's on the agenda tonight is reimbursement of the city secretary's legal fees.
Mhm.
I don't understand why it was a special session, since we should be meeting on regular session first Monday of every month. And this was discussed in the last regular meeting. So why is there a need for a special
It
session?
was tabled at that time,
Okay, and it couldn't wait till the next regular session?
because you didn't find enough shortly after citizen comments about it.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a comment. I strongly disagree with using public funds to pay someone's private expenses. And I do believe it is against at least 2 Texas state statutes to do so. And in my opinion, the signature was all over. So.
Anyone else? What's my?
Yes, my mom lives in Briaroaks, and I now live next door to her, which is like 50 feet outside of Briaroaks. But she is letting me speak on her behalf.
Okay.
Okay, I looked on some minutes, and the 2022 budget was supposed to be approved, but it's not on the website. Has it been approved?
It was approved in December, it wasn't listed.
No, I came to a meeting in July, and it was talked about, but it said that it would later be approved. And it's on some of the minutes, but it didn't, it's not on there.
It was going to be amended, and then
Uh-huh.
the thought it was not approved, and when we got it, we're going to revise it so late in the year, we would just approve the overruns in the summer. The main overrun for attorney fees.
Okay, so what's on the website is
It's like, and all we're gonna do is make sure it's here, not for sure.
Okay, that one is, but it has things on it in July, you said will not be on there.
We were changing it up and then we decided just to leave it on.
Okay, because there are things that were in the question that are still on there.
As far as the budget,
Yes,
yeah, the name of that was legal,
that was what?
legal fees.
It was money for the police, there was money for secretary training, $3,000.
Yeah, we're taking from that pay to move over to the legal fee side.
Can I remember this is not on the
Okay,
agenda?
I can't,
We're
I
discussing
can't.
This is public time.
Our legal fees, some of them.
There is on
It's on the agenda.
video, can I continue?
Yes, sir.
There is on a video and in the minutes where the secretary was named as treasurer. There was some rebuttal. And, was that ever verified, rebuttal? Was things that were brought up, were those verified or nullified?
Can't comment on it.
Okay. There's also in some of the minutes that y'all were going to approve or disapprove a certain CPA to do the financial audit, since there never has been one done. Is that one approved? Is that going to be done soon?
Yeah, it's just that I can't discuss it. It's not
Okay.
on the agenda, man. I can take it down as a list.
Okay, please take it
Okay,
as
so
a list.
that will be added to the next agenda. The one?
Okay, and, I looked on the website and the minutes from September are not on there yet. Is there a
Yes.
reason for the
Because
delay?
we did not have an official meeting, not vote to approve it, we approved it, not approved.
Okay.
Once approved, then that will be put on.
Okay, also, I looked at one of the videos on, and this is just a suggestion. You can't hear what people are saying. And on the video in July, it seemed like a very important conversation. I could barely hear. If it was over a minute, that the sound was not on. So, I don't understand.
Let's have to look at it and get back.
Okay.
Just,
Okay.
it was an executive session, included, and we were.
Okay, I believe that's it.
What's your name?
My name is Carolyn Knowles. Thank you.
You on Trevor, or?
I live next door to my mother who lives on Trailwood, yes.
Trevor.
Yes.
East,
East,
okay.
yes.
Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
I would like to speak to what I think is kind of implying the dysfunction, that Stephen's business
Your name?
Shannon Lamb on
Shannon Lamb.
East. I think we have a more foundational issue that needs to be addressed in order for these meetings and everything to go more smoothly. So I'm gonna start with two little bits of trivia. In Denison, there is apparently still a city ordinance against showing your stockings. In San Antonio, you are not allowed to work with your eyes. So it's fun to Google old city ordinances. We have a long, all the way up history, which is fine for city ordinances. If they start to feel outdated or unnecessary, we apparently don't remove them, just largely ignore them. To the point that there are whole websites and things dedicated to funny city ordinances. So, it's really not a shock that after a long period of not enforcing ordinances, it can feel odd and imposing for people to hear that they're gonna sometimes be dusted off or forced again. While it may be totally legal, it seems we have kind of this unwritten cultural precedent to assume an unenforced rule has been deemed unnecessary. And I think that's kind of at the root of a lot of the discord. yes, you technically can't start enforcing those things again after announcements, but culturally, it just feels kind of rude and awkward. So we gotta think about how we handle that tactfully. I'm not here to argue what should not be enforced, but I do think we need to talk about how we build our cultural structure in Briaroaks, not just how we determine what ordinances are needed. I think we have a crisis of solidarity. The council seems frustrated, the community seems frustrated, people are feeling misunderstood and suspicious, and I think that includes the council, everybody's feeling a lot of the same things. Because we're communicating something very personal, just literally how do we handle things like mad? People have a lot of emotions about that. But Briaroaks is small, it's small enough to build good neighborly connections, and I think many of the most contentious issues stem from a long-term lack of communication. So I don't blame any specific person here, because I think it predated a lot of people that live here, or have lived here long enough, weren't always in control of all of it. So I don't blame any specific person, but I don't think you should be surprised that certain ordinances are not followed. It also should be surprised that people are less against state leniency when they've gone years without being told there are certain ordinances. We can't change the past, but we should start getting to know we're going to be better today. We need Briaroaks to be a group that comes together more for the good things than just the pretty instance. When we get the big crowds, it's because people are angry, not because people want to eat together, have a potluck, whatever. Until we build kind of that healthier culture, I think we're going to always have these big misunderstandings and these big, problems. When little things come up, there's just too much discord and not solidarity. And I really think, the council is in a position to really lead in a lot of these social, building more social community and making that the foundation so once people actually really know each other well enough to know how to talk to one another, comfortably about things. I think it's going to be a whole lot more than it has been. That's my take on it.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, next item is world, discuss and take possible action on reimbursement, city secretary legal fees.
Can you speak up, please, sir?
Yes, sir. At this time, we're gonna open discussion and take possible action on reimbursement for city secretary legal fees. And at 7:35, I am calling an executive session. Pursuant to section 551.071 of the Government Code, the city council reserves the right to adjourn into executive session to seek the advice of the city attorney regarding any item on the agenda, pending or contemplated litigation or a settlement offer. We are back in open session. Concerning the open discussion, take action on reimbursement city fees, do we have a motion based on the executive session?
Make a motion to authorize the mayor to enter into negotiations and settlement agreement, reimbursement of Terry's legal fees.
I heard that.
We got a motion that the mayor be able to negotiate the settlement with the city secretary. And the motion has been seconded. We have to vote. All four.
Yay.
Three.
No.
We have 3-4, one against, one against. The motion will carry. With that,
And please write how each person voted.
we will.
We will. Go ahead.
And with that, we are going to adjourn this meeting close to